Hey cake babies! Today we're turning a box chocolate cake into what will taste like a homemade delicious cake. Homemade delicious cake. It won't taste like it came from the box. No offense, Betty. Sorry, Betty and I are still feuding. So in order to make a extra delicious box cake, chocolate edition, you're gonna need some extra supplies. First, espresso instant coffee or espresso powder, a stick of butter that's been melted and cooled, mayo, eggs, chocolate box cake of your choice, and me. You're gonna need me. So step one, we need to preheat the oven. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Preheat the oven to 325 instead of 350 like the box suggests. 325, obviously a lower temperature, it will make for a more even rise to the cake so you won't get as much of like a domed top to your cake. That's worth the price of admission alone. That was a good tip. That's it, that's the video. So I'm gonna add all my wet ingredients in first. First step, water. A cup of water like the box says. Our first swap out is to add an extra egg. So the box calls for 3 eggs, we're gonna add 4. The next swap out is butter for oil. So whatever amount of oil they ask for, which in this case is a half a cup, we're gonna add in melted butter. Now this is 1 stick of butter because 1 stick of butter is a half a cup of butter, which is confusing. You'd think it would be 1 cup, but no. Now this is the part that's gonna lose me my audience, and that is fine. I got mayo. Mayo is just like eggs and oil. You're fine. Add it in. If you're grossed out by it, I guess don't do this. You can add sour cream, but mayo is good in chocolate cake. And I'm gonna add a half a cup. Now we're gonna mix this up and get all the wet ingredients incorporated. Now you'll notice at this stage there are some like lumps in your wet mixture. That's okay. What that is bits of butter that are solidified and maybe even like bits of the mayo. It's totally fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. So now we're gonna add a couple tablespoons of espresso powder. Chocolate loves coffee. Basically, espresso or coffee will not taste like espresso or coffee when mixed with chocolate. It will just enhance the chocolate flavor. It's magic. So I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of this. If you want it to be a coffee flavored cake, like a coffee chocolate cake, you could add another tablespoon and you'll start to actually taste the coffee itself. We're gonna mix this in. I know it doesn't look very appetizing at this point, but it will, and it will taste really good too. Alrighty, now we're gonna add our cake mix. Now I like this box cake because it has mini chocolate chips in it. If you have a mix without chocolate chips, I recommend putting chocolate chips in, or big chunks of chocolate, because when you eat the cake, then you get sort of textural differences, have some bite to it. All right, now that we have our batter all mixed up, it's time to bake. So let's prep our pans. I take some vegetable shortening and a paper towel and kind of just like rub it around. Get it all lubed up. You can dust your pans with cocoa powder when you're making chocolate cake instead of flour. And what that will do is make it not like white and like floury when it comes out. All right, so now we're gonna fill our pans. Are we, we're gonna pop these in the oven. They're 6-inch pans, so I'm gonna like check after 25 minutes. All right, it's been 30 minutes and I think the cakes are ready, so I'm gonna take them out. You'll see that was a good save. You'll see they domed up a little. That's okay. So a good way to test if your cakes are done is to take a chopstick or a toothpick, stick it in the center, and you want a couple of crumbs to come out. If they're moist crumbs, that's perfect. Okay, so now I'm taking an offset spatula and gliding it around the side between the cake and the pan to kind of loosen it up. And this will help it not tear when you pop it out. Oh, look at that, it came right out. That's pretty nice. Another tip is to put the rounded, like the domed top side down while it kind of cools down a little bit. What will happen is we'll get like a little squished, so it'll flatten out a bit. Oh, that's good, I can tell already. I'm gonna cut off a little for me to eat off the top. Don't tell. Don't tell, mommy. All right, this is piping hot, but I can't wait. I'm gonna take a bite. Yeah, it's so good. Sorry, I'm just shoving my face with chocolate cake. Oh my God, look at these cute little mini, it's like a little mini cake. So try this at home and let me know how it goes. And let me know in the comments too, if you have other like swap outs or things you do to make your chocolate cake even better. I'll talk to you soon. I won't, I might talk to you soon, but right now I'll be eating cake.